My name is Angela Brady and I'm the president of the RIBA, that's the Royal Institute of British Architects. I want to tell you today about the wonderful Regent Street Windows project. What it does is it introduces 6 young talented architects with 6 retailers, and it's a new collaboration that gives the opportunity, probably for the first time, for these young architects to show their skills off in the public.
I'm George King.
I'm Mark Nixon.
And we're from the architectural practice Neon. The Top Shop colour wheel is a reinterpretation of traditional shop window mannequin, which allows single outfit to be focused at different times of the day, whilst also allowing the full spectrum of Top Shop's spring collection to be viewed.
It's rewarding for us as quite a young practice. We've been formed for about a year to get to work in such a high exposure kind of location, so that's been really rewarding as well, the public interaction side of it.
My name is Arthur Mamumani and my practice name is Mamumani. This is the Magic Garden project done with Karen Millen. It was a project made of very simple material, cable ties and 3D spacer fabric, which is a material they used in sportswear and bags. And we've used it for a beautiful fluid form going all over the 30 meters of the storefront. I do believe that this type of installation is probably what architects will do more and more, like pop-up installation, things that make people go out of their home.
My name's John Tollett, I'm an architect. I work for Gensler. Not many people actually have the opportunity of driving a Ferrari, but there's an emotional response and relationship to the brand, an aspiration. We've crafted a representation of both the heart and the brain, and then built a story around that in terms of animating the feeling, the heartbeat, the synapses within the brain, and the relationship that will engage with customers or the public walking outside the store. To have a relationship between retailers and designers to communicate with the public, I think is a really bold move, but a really timely one.
Hello, I'm Deborah Nagan. I'm from an architectural practice called Nagan Johnson. We met the team from Esprit and they started to talk about what space in the shop they would like to give us. And rather than giving us a window, they wanted to put something big in this atrium space. We created a beach scene in order to celebrate the beginnings of the brand, but also to fit in with the start of summer and the new summer collections coming in. This included the idea that we would create a very large wave. So we're using chestnut paling fencing, and in this case, the fencing has created the wave coming straight up out of the sand.
My name's Carl Turner. I'm a director of Carl Turner Architects. We discovered that one of our design heroes, artist Gordon Matta Clark, was actually based in Green Street in Soho, New York in the 60s, just down the road from where Jack Spade is now in New York. So it kind of got us thinking about that way that he kind of cut pieces from buildings and used them in collections. So for instance, we start with the kind of super graphic on the face of the window. Then we've got the kind of big fancy facades of New York in the windows. We've got a table in the store which actually shows the process. And then finally, we've got the blackboards that were already in the store, but we've kind of appropriated those and worked with illustrators to create fantasy scenes of New York from fancy windows.
We are AY Architects. This is Anthony Boulanger and I'm Georgia Manolopoulou.
The design of the installation is, generally speaking, a three-dimensional herringbone screen. It's inspired by the herringbone pattern, which is a common stitch in men's tailoring, and it's a common motif in architectural design. It is freestanding, flat-pack, interlocking system, which doesn't have any screws or bolts, just some very elegant colored perspex pieces which slot and brace everything together.
Regent Street is one of the first urban shopping streets in Europe, and I think that the very fact that it has this long history, to be seen it doing something so collaborative and so modern with our young architects is a great thing. The best way to see these projects is to come down to Regent Street until the 6th of May and see them for yourself.